Crybaby, a movie by John Waters. This is a teen musical from 1990, but it takes place in the 1950s, and this movie's great. I love John Waters, so much so that I have a tattoo of his Simpsons character on my arm. He is the king of trash. He makes some of the most disgusting movies I've ever seen in my life, and I love them. I love every bit of them. They are trashy, they are horrendous, and they are great. It is truly the art of garbage. It's the best stuff. I love it. This is not that, however. This is a rom-com, which is fine. It's also a musical, and the music's great. I love the music. I've been listening to Please Mr. Jailer for the last, week and a half since I watched this. It's a lot of fun. This is like a better version of Grease, I guess. Similar to his previous work, Hairspray, that was also adapted into a musical. That was a great musical. And this was also readapted into a Broadway musical, but whatever. This is a much more mainstream attempt from John Waters to make a movie that the general public would like. And to be fair, while it did fail at the box office, it has since gone on to become a cult classic, and for good reason. This is an incredibly funny movie with all of the camp and charm that John Waters brings to his much more trashier films, but toned down and kind of the rough edges removed to fit a more general audience. This movie features much more prominent actors than John Waters typically works with. He's more well known for working with the Dreamlanders, a group of people who have appeared in all or most of his films, the most prominent being Divine, who was in everything and is widely regarded as John Waters' muse throughout the first half plus of his career until his death in 1988. And this is the first time that he made a movie without Divine. And it shows to some degree you miss, at least I do, I miss Divine's role in this movie. I don't know what his role would have been in the movie, but I do miss that Divine, I do feel that absence of Divine. Divine brings such a charm to so many of John Waters' movies that, especially in the first outing, you can kind of feel that something's a little off. With that being said, the rest of the cast does make up for this. Amy Locken, Susan Terrell, Iggy Pop, Ricky Lake, Tracy Lords, they're all doing great work. And Kim McGuire specifically is a lot of fun in this movie, playing Hatchet Face, who just doesn't fit in, with the rest of the cast at all. She looks way older than everyone else in the little teen group. But it's a lot of fun. And that's really all this movie is. It's just a ton of fun. This movie is, I would say, Grease, if it was good. This is what would happen if Grease was a good movie. But on the other hand, it is also John Waters trying to kind of have his foot in both worlds. Both the trashy, campy director that he's always been, while also trying to establish a much more mainstream presence, especially after the success of Hairspray. And I can see why this probably didn't work in the box office. It's going to appeal to a certain kind of person. It just so happens that that kind of person is me, and I loved it. So that's really it. It is a lot of fun. If you like John Waters movies, you're going to love this one. There's nothing so far separating this from the rest of his work that it's extremely different. But also, if you've never watched a John Waters movie, this is probably the easiest entrance. I would say this is a little bit more fun than Hairspray, at least the John Waters Hairspray. If you're going to watch Hairspray, the musical is much better, but also the musical isn't really a John Waters movie. It's kind of its own thing. Obviously, they're very similar. This isn't a video about Hairspray, but if you're going to watch Hairspray, I think the musical is the better of the two, but that's not really the John Waters movie. So if you're going to watch a John Waters movie as your first one, I think this is probably the easiest to get into, and it does kind of establish the general vibes that he's going to have, but they're much more toned down. And from here, you can kind of work your way out to some of the weirder shit that he does, which is also, again, great. I'm a huge fan. So that might just be me enjoying it a little too much, as opposed to whether or not liking this movie will actually help you like more of his movies. But with that in mind, definitely go watch this. It's a great movie. It's a lot of fun. And look, I get that Dickface is in the movie, but like, it was 1990. He was in everything. You kind of just have to move on from it a little. Yeah, I just gotta, yada yada your way through him. And that's all I'm gonna do here. I'm a yada yada. We know who he is. No one likes him. Who cares? Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.